And now we are going to welcome on from Chicago. He's not a Colts fan, but he is today. He's our acting Chris Ballard. Brian, how are you doing?
I'm great. I'm basically Pat McAfee 2.0 right here. I'm very pumped. Excited to
You
be here.
really are. And you're looking great too. Brian Craighead, for people listening at home, longtime friend of David and myself. He is a Browns fan, but no first round pick. Makes it a little challenging. But the way this set up, we're going to throw it to you in a second. The Colts have the fourth pick, and we only have one quarterback gone. Without any other tips, I'm going to throw it to you, Brian. Why don't you take us away?
Yeah, I think sitting here, it's got to be a quarterback, especially with only one QB off the table. Um, they'll probably have to trade up in reality to get their guy on the actual draft night. But in this LOD draft, I'm sitting here in my GM seat and I'm pumped to go out and get my guy CJ Stroud. Um, all the quarterbacks in this draft probably have some flaws. You can pick them there. You can nitpick here and there. But he's a great pocket passer, can make all the throws, got the measurables. And I think this pick is about who can deal with adversity, because you're going to lose probably for the first time in your career, going back to college and high school. Can you deal with
Great point.
adversity and pressure both on the field and for CJ Stroud on the field? There's a lot of questions about him dealing with, pressure and not having a clean pocket. He's got his boy Quentin Nelson there though to help him out. And I think this is ultimately this is an easy pick for me sitting here with only one QB off the board.
Yeah, this is probably, you said it, they'll probably have to move up to go get their guy. This is likely not how it actually plays out, but in this, it did. And you are Chris Ballard, and this felt like a home run pick. And you kind of drilled it right there. This is going to have to be a guy that's going to have to be able to deal with losing for a year or two, because this is probably going to be an ugly first season for whoever it is.
Probably. It's not a tough division though. I know we got big expectations for Jacksonville down there, but outside of that, it's certainly they should have some easy games. So he can come in. I think whoever does draft him in the end, you got to watch out, get him some new idols, get him some new mentors there. He's out here naming some guys you might not love to hear if you're a Colts fan. Get him some cats and a male massage therapist or something, and keep him on the straight and narrow. You know what I mean?
There's the Cleveland Brown in there. I saw it. I could feel it there. But you're right. I mean, first of all, you're also going to have to probably go in day 2, day 3, and likely go and get some more weapons at wide receiver too. Because beyond Michael Pittman, maybe Alex Pierce flashed, but there's a lot to be done there. But for Colts fans out there, they get their quarterback. Brian Craighead takes their quarterback. Is there anything else you want to add for this pick? Anything else, period, you want to add in general?
I think the biggest adjustment in the building is going to be with the training staff, not actually having a quarterback from this century. As my fellow GM down there in Jacksonville pointed out, they're used to having quarterbacks a couple of decades older and needing probably a stretcher after most games. So that might be the biggest adjustment in the building that they'll need to make.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, with all these LA medical people, you might be looking at Matthew Stafford coming in. You need to have the old folks home stay true to their roots in Indianapolis.
That or just go out and trade for Lamar Jackson, put this all to bed.
Well, that's perfect. Brian, thank you so much for coming on. We're going to
Thanks for
throw it
having me.
now to the 5th pick. David Claiborne's going to be selecting for the Seattle
I'm
Seahawks.
glad I got
So
in
let's go over
beforehand.
there now. No kidding. By the way, it's baseball season, always
Oh yeah,
has been.
baseball. I got to represent. I had to do some research on this one because I'm all focused in on the diamond over there.
That's what I'm talking about. Go Guardians, go
Go
Pirates.
guard.
And thanks again, Brian. You're the man.
Oh yeah.